Car tester Sasha Knapp sees himself as twice lucky. His job takes him to Mallorca, and he gets to test the new Mini John Cooper Works. Minis aren't just small, they're sporty. They have been since Mini's first Monte Carlo rally victory in 1964. And here we have the new model. The Mini John Cooper Works is not to be confused with the Mini Cooper S. The JCW is the most powerful Mini ever made, with better handling and more driving fun. Its 170 kilowatt engine puts the rubber to the road, making the leap from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 6.1 seconds. Top speed is electronically capped at 246 kilometers per hour. Sasha admits 170 kilowatts doesn't sound like much, and it may not be enough for hardcore Mini fans. Plus, many had been hoping for a Mini with all-wheel drive, but they'll be waiting in vain. The current frame with its short wheelbase doesn't have room for it. Mini drivers looking to zip up and down hills might do better with the original. Mini famously won its first overall victory at the Monte Carlo Rally in 1964, leaving its larger competitors in the dust. Mini won the next year as well. In 1967, Finnish rally driver Rauno Aaltonen brought home yet another prestigious first from Monte Carlo. Rauno Aaltonen remembers his '67 victory as a very, very tough battle against much bigger cars. Back then it was a Mini 1275 Cooper S, but that had been rebored to 1,300 cc's. Even so, he was up against 2-liter cars that had more power, and he beat them thanks to the Mini's better handling. Now there's a redesigned sport suspension and wide tires for better road contact. But would he still rather drive his old Mini from back in the day? Aaltonen says no. He'd rather take the new Mini out on the street. The John Cooper Works has a 2-liter engine and enormous and flexible torque. So when he's driving in 4th gear, for example, he can take sharp turns and stay in 4th. He doesn't have to keep shifting up and down like he would on the racetrack.
Also man braucht nicht unbedingt wie auf der Rennstrecke kontinuierlich hin und her schalten.
The new John Cooper Works lets the driver sit back and enjoy the ride. The 3rd-generation Mini once again shows who's boss in the sport compact class, and this one definitely shines through the curves. Rauno Aaltonen puts it through its paces.
Jetzt weiter.
2nd gear. And 3rd. And he hits the brakes. Back to 2nd, and then he steps on the gas. But the whole time, he feels like he's driving on rails, so he'd rather take the new Mini out on the road. The Big John can be recognized by its new LED headlights and extra-large air intakes in the front apron. From stem to stem, the Agile Sportster measures just under 3.90 meters, and back there's a rear spoiler, a new diffuser, and the sport's exhaust system's chrome tailpipes, adding a visual element to the engine's brawny racing sport sound. The sports bucket seats sets the John Cooper Works apart from its more domesticated siblings, as do the better multifunction steering wheel, the sports instrument panel, and the stainless steel pedals. A pop-up display on top of the dash is optional. But does our car tester share Rauno Aaltonen's enthusiasm for this mighty Mini? Sasha says he was already impressed after a few kilometers on the road. Now on the racetrack, he's convinced. It's a great, small, nimble car. Sure, Porsche is faster, but it has the price tag to match. And as far back as 1962, the Mini proved that a small car can win big.
Und schon 1964 hat Mini bewiesen, selbst mit einem kleinen Auto kann man Rennen gewinnen.